The White Lotus Season 3, Episode 6 shows Chelsea calling Saxon soulless, with her reasoning reflecting the latter's character and the show's overall themes. Chelsea and Saxon were once two disparate members of the White Lotus Season 3's cast, but recent episodes have caused them to collide. The ending of the White Lotus Season 3 episode foresaw Saxon and Lachlan leave on Gregor Gary's yacht alongside Chelsea and Chloe, with the quartet heading to a full moon party that was explored in Episode 5. In Season 3, Episode 6, the true aftermath of Lachlan and Saxon's drug-infused White Lotus night out was explored. Not only was Saxon struggling to come to terms with the White Lotus incestuous story, but he was also becoming a focus of Gary Greg's wrath after the latter figured out he had hooked up with Chloe. Beyond even these world-altering elements, Saxon caused more trouble for himself by questioning former stranger Chelsea why she would not sleep with him, leading her to call him soulless and reflect the White Lotus Season 3's themes back on the audience. Chelsea thinks Saxon lacks humanity and character. Chelsea has a stronger moral center than Saxon. Saxon, Patrick Schwarzenegger, pretending to flex his biceps while Lachlan and Chloe watch, amused in the White Lotus Season 3 EP5. Image via Max. Firstly, concerning why Chelsea called Saxon soulless in the first place, it is because of the latter's lack of overall character. Saxon has certainly been depicted as one of the White Lotus Season 3's most unlikable characters thus far, primarily due to his focus on superficial, vain elements of life. Saxon lives solely for looking good, earning money, and having sex, even dismissing Lachlan's idea of life being a test to see if people can become better people. Overall, this proves that Saxon does not have much in the way of morality or humanity, and certainly does not have character given his focus on the elements of life that lack any real meaning. Chelsea can see that more than anyone and is aware Saxon does not care about anyone but himself, and that even then, the things Saxon cares about are mostly empty. This was arguably typified best by Saxon trying to persuade Chelsea to cheat on Rick with him, with little regard for anyone's feelings about that besides his own, explaining her soulless comment. How Chelsea's soulless comment reflects the White Lotus Season 3's themes. Saxon could learn from one of the White Lotus Season 3's messages. On a deeper level, Chelsea's comment to Saxon ties to some of the overarching thematic elements of the White Lotus Season 3. A big focus of the show this time around has been spirituality and morality, be it Piper's wish to leave behind the values Saxon and her family hold dear for more enlightening, meaningful ties to life, or even Rick's quest for redemption, albeit through dark means. Many of the characters in the White Lotus Season 3 are having to come to terms with their identities and moralities. Via Chelsea's comment about Saxon, these themes are reflected. Chelsea is one of the rare characters in the White Lotus Season 3 who has a lot of admirable qualities and arguably does not need to reflect on herself and improve. Instead, Chelsea is trying to help others around her, namely Rick. In calling out the way in which Saxon embodies the White Lotus Season 3's central themes, Chelsea could either help him grow into a better person or push him down a continually meaningless path.